Hi guys, today I have bought a computer case for a build that I was going to do, kind of a home theater server build, and I was about to crack into the case and I decided why not do kind of an unboxing video, because there aren't really that many out for this case. It's the Silverstone ML08 case, the one with the handle on it. I know that they're getting pretty popular, the micro builds, so I figured I would try and do my best to give you the information that might help you out. Alright, so I already kind of started opening this before I decided to stop, and I guess I'll just show you the box. It's pretty simple, nothing really on it. This is the ML08. It's the one with the handle on it, because I figured I'd want one like that. Not a lot of them come with handles, and I thought that was a pretty good design that they threw in. It holds pretty big graphics cards, up to 13 inches, which for, if you're doing a micro build like this, I don't know why you'd want one that big because of heat, but I guess if you got the blower style coolers, it could be okay. It'll hold SFX power supplies, which are a little more expensive. More cats. And if you wanted, I guess you could use a Pico power supply, which I'm going to dabble in at a later time, but for this build I wanted it to be real straightforward and not have to worry about anything. It's got independent expansion slots and toolless drive cages, which I really like, but I've heard on this case, on the few reviews I have seen for it, that they can be a little finicky. I'm not sure how this compares to the Node 202, which is extremely popular right now in terms of size, so I'll try and get those. I think I saw the dimensions on the box. Oh, here we go. I'll take SFX or SFXL power supplies, 2 USB 3s in the front, audio, mic, your standard ports. I like how they put the limit of CPU cooler on here. I don't think it's in their website, but it might be. But 58 millimeter. Don't fight on the chairs! The dimensions are 380 millimeters wide, 87 millimeters high, and 370 millimeters deep. And it's 12 liters. Through the magic of editing, I'll put that up for, United States. Let's see what we get in the box here. You said I opened it, but I haven't actually taken it out yet. So. It's pretty light. That's a pretty cheap handle, though. Let's hope for something a little better. So there's the handle. Feels like it'll be easy to grip. Not a lot of space for my fingers, though. Now, other than basically seeing this, I didn't actually do a lot of research on it. It's a little bigger than I was thinking it was going to be, but not bad. Put this out of the way a little bit so I can get a little closer. Stop fighting! Oh, that just kind of fell off, didn't it? Stop fighting! You guys are ruining my video. I don't care what you think. Alright, so it does come with your standard instructions, which I'll probably will ignore. Now, the front is plastic, but isn't a complete fingerprint magnet, which is nice. It's got metal sides, and these, the other one just kind of popped right off, but this one's actually attached, are dust filters, which is nice. Especially if you intend to put this in like an entertainment system that's low to the ground, you're not going to want, tons of fur or dust getting in. I have a Siberian Husky, so that's greatly appreciated. Let's look at the bottom. No dust cover on the bottom, or that might be the top. I really don't know. I guess they're exactly the same on each side. No dust covers there, which isn't a big deal. And standard back I/O. Alright. Looks like it's got a space for a slim optical drive if you decide to get one. I'm one of the few people that still uses optical drives, even though everyone else seems to laugh when you say you have one. Alright, let's go ahead and crack this open and see what we got. Looks like instead of thumb screws, they opted for actual screws. So, I'll have to go get a screwdriver. It's down where you can see. There we go. Alright. Might be taped down. Not a big fan of how it loops around like that. I'd rather just not have it that way, but not too bad. Looks like we've got all our screws taped in here. Get this out of the way. Take a tape. This will start here, actually. Alright, let's see what we got. Got the rubber feet put on the bottom, keep it from vibrating so much. We got the riser card, which is a must for any system like this. Comes with the stands. Almost looks like they're adjustable. I think they are. Some kind of adjustable. Maybe there's a universal for something else. The other part of the riser, I'm not quite sure what these are. Oh, this looks like maybe something to do with the front optical drive or cable management. And so zip ties and screws. I always appreciate when they give you zip ties. It seems like if you want zip ties, you have to buy a whole bunch of zip ties when you really only need 2. So, can't imagine a company will go broke doing that. Alright, I guess we'll show the main stuff first. Well, this is it. I think we got a fair amount of space. Holy cow! This cable is so long. I'll go ahead and undo this just to get this. There we go. This is the longest USB 3. I can't even imagine what you'd need that much for. I mean, that's so long. You can plug that into a case over here. Okay. Power supply, relocation, that's always nice, so you don't have to try and finagle that in where you want it. Your connectors for your front, your audio. Try and get as much of this out of the way as possible. Comes with space for 2 drives here. Now I know you can mount, though I'll have to look closer at these parts. I don't think any of them is what I'm looking for. You can put a 3.5-inch drive in here if you sacrifice space for your graphics card. It'll go right here, which would interfere with longer cards. I don't intend to put a long card in here, but I also don't want to put a mechanical drive because you use more power, a little more noisy, not as quick. Or at least not that size. I'm going to put a 2.5-inch mechanical drive that I got out of an old laptop just for a little extra space. Eventually I'll upgrade to an SSD, but since I'm doing all this with my own money, I'm not rich, so can't do that. The handle feels really strong, minus the fact that I've got some stuff rustling around. You know, I don't feel like it's going anywhere. Now I have small hands and I can already say it's not really that comfortable because my knuckles are hitting into it. But, you know, if you grabbed it from the side, you know, instead of, you know, getting a manhandle on it. I mean, it works fine. It even though it's plastic, it really doesn't feel like it's gonna break. It does add quite a bit of size to it, but you know, all in all, I'm glad I decided to go with the handle. Alright, for comparison, this is my Xbox One, the original Xbox One, not the new Slim that's out. And as you can see, the case is, you know, quite a bit bigger. Let me put them corner to corner here. There we go. It's quite a bit bigger than an Xbox One. Now, I know there's smaller cases than this one, and maybe one day I'll get my hands on one of those to do a review, but, you know, I wanted something that was portable and would fit everything I need, and this seems like it's still going to be a good option. It's not the smallest. I know I could have gotten one way smaller, but for the price, this is only this is $80, and it's pretty well built. It feels very sturdy. I'm happy with it. I wish this front was a little better. Maybe had some accents to it. Maybe I'll throw some LEDs in here. You know, I like how it hides the I/O. But all in all, I think I'll be happy with it. Now I'm going to start building in this, and when I'm done, I'll put up another video of my thoughts on building in a case this small for someone who's new to micro builds, and I'll try and get some benchmarks, thermals. This is actually, since I could see it, I just didn't get that back in the groove over here, but it's usually flush, like on, that's, oh, I did it there too, never mind. Let's get building.